Real quick, guys, before I go ahead and start this video, I want to get you guys to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. Me and some friends were talking about it, and we're debating on whether or not to throw a 4/8 crank and rods in this 6.0 block and just kind of revving a little bit higher. You can get about 7,500 RPM out of it, but yet still kind of limited to the transmission, allowing me to shift at higher RPMs. It does kind of shift lock you out. Going to be ordering pistons here at the end of the week, beginning of next week, somewhere around there. Debating on whether or not to run my other block that is bored over already. It's a 30 over, or to just go ahead and buy a set of pistons for this block right here, the Gen 3 block. Kind of tossing it up in the air. Let me know what you guys think below. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. Thanks. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to BAB Racing. Today I'm going to go ahead and get the motor yanked out, get it up on the engine stand, get the pistons pulled out, probably get the crank out just to make sure everything's good there. Kind of go over the damage done, see if the walls are messed up, how many pistons are cracked. And yeah, so let's get to it. So I figure, guys, while I'm draining oil, I'll just give you guys a quick rundown of the truck. As it stands right now, it's got pretty much just an eBay turbo kit, eBay downpipe, all that good stuff. You know how it is rolling on a budget. So here, AR5 trans out of 04, 09, 4-cylinder Colorado. Sloppy was running it in his. He was making like 800. The only issue I have with it is being a long bed truck. It tends to torque on the trans a lot. So if I'm like really beating on it, I gotta like kind of granny shift it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal. It's got a 4L60 bell housing on it, conversion kit. Really simple setup, really. I was actually quite surprised. I mean, to go together. You know, stock GM clutch pedal from the dealer, slave cylinder, all that. Nothing really too special. It's just got drop spindles on it, flipped rear end. Got Caltrax, all the good stuff. It's got a locker in it, not a G80, as they are prone to grenading, as I did the last one. 373 gears, really nothing special. I mean, was in the process of converting it over to center console and all that. Yeah. So, well, oil's done draining, so go ahead and get it on the engine stand, and yeah, so let's get to it. All right, guys, so I got the heads off. I don't really see anything wrong for the amount of blow-by that I had. I mean, it actually looks pretty good, really. I I don't see a single cracked piston, which is odd considering there's no compression. I don't know what was causing all the blow-by. Let's see. Man, first time having these heads off. The seat's cracked. I think that's the only one on that one. I really don't see nothing else wrong. I guess the guy that did the head gaskets before, they snapped off one bolt in the block. I mean, don't really see nothing wrong. So I guess I'll go ahead and knock them out and see what else we find. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get all the head bolts out. 15's here, 10's there. I mean, I'm sure you guys kind of know the deal after so long. These things are so stereotypical, you know, so. Yeah, so I'm going to get the heads off, cut back to it, and we'll go from there. One thing here I did notice, it did have kind of low oil pressure at idle when it was hot. It was like around 20 psi. And when they say the O-ring goes bad, and I never really had one that sloppy. So I think that was probably that reason. Alright guys, so got the pistons out, found a problem. I've actually never seen one crack like this before. But right here, I've never seen one blow out the oil control ring, which I guess explains all the blow-by. So this was cylinder 2. So this is the reason why I had so much blow-by. This cylinder had, I want to say, I'm just going off the top of my head without going back and looking. I think this one had 30 psi compression. I mean, I did it with no rockers on, so it was just what it was in there. So it's kind of crazy, really. I mean, it broke that lower ring gland, and yeah. Cylinder 7, the wrist pin was kind of tight when I first took it out, but it freed up a lot. And then it also broke the ring gland as well. It broke the top one and the bottom one. So I kind of figured that when it rattled. I don't know if it broke before the pull. This one actually broke in 3 pieces. I guess for a high mileage engine, I knew it was low on compression. It only had like 100 on all 8 when I first put it in there. This wrist pin is a little tight. I mean, not really. I mean, what do you expect? And it was high mileage. Crank spin's good though. I mean, I hear the lifters in there clacking around. It's a stock cam and everything, so I mean, it wasn't really nothing special. So I guess I'll pause it there, and I'll do a part 2 of getting the crankshaft out. I'm gonna make sure everything's good, make sure there's no scoring. A couple of the bearings were actually really good, and these, surprisingly, I mean, for high mileage, I mean, they're not even worn yet. I would almost consider rerunning them, just because, I mean, they're that clean. It's really surprising. I didn't see no scoring, a little bit, but I mean, nothing I would ever consider major. I mean, typical wear, I mean, you know what I mean? These things get so abused, it's ridiculous. But all right, guys, I guess I'll hold it off there, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Later.